Hello and welcome to another podcast edition of Taiwan Talk, ICRT's weekly interview segment, bringing you conversations from and about Taiwan. I'm Keith Manconi. And actually, you're not going to be hearing too much from me today because I'm off this week. But helping us out with the interview this time round is Austin Wilhoft. He's been helping us out in the newsroom over the last month and a half or so. And he's got a great interview for you from a local Taiwan startup that's been getting a little bit of international media buzz. So I'm not going to get too much in the way, just turn things over to him. Here's Austin.
Thanks, Keith, for the great introduction. Hey, everyone, my name is Austin Wilhoff, and like Keith said, I've been interning for ICRT since early July. Now, diving into the show for today, we'll be talking about technology in Taiwan. Now, tech in Taiwan has always been regarded as two things: an OEM, original equipment manufacturer, and ODM, original design manufacturer. Now, before we get confused between the two acronyms, let's go into detail. An OEM is when you would make parts for other companies. This was around the 70s and 80s in Taiwan. An ODM is when you not only manufacture those products, but you develop and design them, which would be eventually rebranded by another firm or company. This was around the 90s in Taiwan. It wasn't around the early 2000s when Taiwan wanted to shift to an OBM, original brand manufacturer. This is where you would design, manufacture, and market your own product to create a brand name for yourself. However, Taiwanese tech companies failed to follow this business model due to its complexity to sell on an international stage. So today, Taiwanese tech companies such as HTC, Asus, Acer still struggle to form an identity on the global stage and move up the value chain. However, a bright light dims on a startup company called Alchema. Get this, the company came out with a device which simplifies the process of making homemade cider. Now, this company, like Keith said, has been gaining a lot of international media attention. So earlier this month, we brought in CEO Oscar Chang and COO Angel Huang into our studio to discuss how they're forming their own brand of Alchema, and also how they're shifting away from the general tech norm of being an OEM and ODM in Taiwan. Let's take a listen. I'm more curious on the consumer market aspect in Taiwan regarding this product, right? And the kind of innovation that came along with it, right? From our perspective is that most Taiwanese people are not really aware about how much technology is available in Taiwan. You know, you look at companies like Gogoro, right? You have Tesla in the States, right? And you got Gogoro in Taiwan, which is a pretty remarkable, electrical bike that they got making, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, what's your stance on the kind of the technological aspects, right? They're going on.
A lot of good innovation happens in Taiwan. But because the cost is still too high for the early stage company, because the volume is not big enough, so the cost is still high, so the price is still high. So the people, it's like a barrier for people to buy it because of the price. So we need some early adapters who are willing to try, who want to be the first to try this new technology. So I think the reason why more people in America are willing to buy new technology because the base is big, even though the percentage is the same.
Angel, what do you think?
Yeah, I just want to echo with Oscar that because to make a hardware is very expensive, and if we only focus in Taiwan market, the base of the early adopter is like too small. So that's why we chose to launch in a global crowdfunding platform.
Yeah.
Okay. So you launch on a global one because of how the price is too much right here in Taiwan?
The cost of the manufacturer.
The cost of the manufacturer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the technology itself, right, that piece of technology that you were showing everybody earlier over there, got a large welcoming, of course. I'm curious, how long did that take to kind of design, find the manufacturer to make it actually? Can you tell me about the process of how that worked out?
Okay, it takes almost 2 years to do that from the idea perspective. So at the beginning, we just buy the developer board and sensors to build our first prototype. And after we prove our idea works, and we start to find the manufacturer who are willing to take small order to help us build our next generation. Yeah, so it's kind of keep in touch with a lot of manufacturer and see who are willing to do that. And at the same time, we try to get money from other competition because to build a hardware, it costs a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we were pretty much like kind of like bootstrapping, just leverage what resource we have. Like, for example, we start with a competition called Mobile Heroes, and we got some prize from it, and we use that prize to make a more advanced prototype, and then we join some other competitions, and which is called VT, from idea to IPO, and we got a prize from there, and we make a more advanced prototype. So it's like kind of like that's how we like develop, how we improve and develop a product.
At the moment, you guys are still under 2 years, of course, right?
Yeah.
But what separates you guys from the other Taiwanese companies over here? Why is your product so special?
I think one of the reasons is because our product is like B2C products.
What do you mean by that?
It's like we build a products that will sell to customers. So it will be easier to tell the story because if your customer really like it, and the press and the events will want you to join the event, it will be more easy to spread word. Yeah, especially we are a homebrew device that make booze, and like everybody likes to drink booze, and wow, there is something you can buy and make booze by yourself, and it sounds cool. Yeah, our technology focuses on the user experience for beginners. Other technology related to homebrewing, they focus on the
seasoned homebrewers.
Yeah, they try to provide a service for experts. They only give them a raw data to help them knowing what's going on in your brew. But for beginners, they don't know what the parameters mean. So we have an algorithm to transfer all the parameters to the information beginners knows, like how many days left and current alcohol content, and if something goes wrong, how to deal with it. Yeah.
Okay. Angel, what do you think?
Yeah, I think there are 2 points. One is you have to have a team that believe in the same thing and want to make like something different. And the second is fail early, fail fast.
What do you mean by that?
Fail early, fail fast?
Yes.
Is that you, like, to launch a Kickstarter campaign is not that hard. It's just whether you want to do it or not. It's like, I mean, any hardware companies in Taiwan can launch their product on Kickstarter, which is a global crowdfunding platform. They can definitely do it. It's just a matter of whether they want to do it or not.
Okay, so it's interesting because you guys are basically kind of like I don't want to compare you guys to Gogoro, right? But it's the same kind of concept with using a smart application.
Yep.
Right. You have the smartphone and then the Cider, and then Gogoro has a smartphone and its own bike, right? Where did that kind of idea come from? Did that idea just come from?
I'm not sure. Like
the smartphone and the
why we want to build this stuff and need to connect it to your smartphone.
No, where did that idea come from, more or less?
Okay. We can see there's a lot of like coffee machine or bread machine. There's only one device. It is hard to interact with people. So we find out a lot of people use smartphone, and the user interface is super good. You can even update anything or share anything by your phone. So we decide to build a device that can connect it to your phone, and all the interface is on the smartphone. So the smartphone can tell you almost anything. And we guide users through every step by your phone, tell you what you need to add in, and you can even share the recipe with your friends, and even you can have a conversation with homebrewers worldwide exchange knowledge or even chat about it. So it would be more like a social homebrewing social platform. Yeah.
So it's like another kind of like a Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat kind of a thing?
Yeah, we want to make our product really fun. It is not just homebrew by yourself. It's homebrew with everyone in the world.
So you guys followed that community kind of aspect of it.
Yep.
That was really important. Future goals.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
We want to be like the world's biggest homebrew platform. Anyone want to homebrew, no matter you want to brew a cider, beer, or even vinegar, kombucha, miso, something like that, you will think about, I need to go to Alchema to check this out. And it will be super easy. You don't have to have any homebrew experience, and you can homebrew by yourself. We democratize the homebrewing.
Our whole team believe in the same thing.
Good.
To be the biggest homebrew platform.
Yeah, we share the same dream and goal.
All right, and that was once again Austin Wilhoft speaking with Oscar Chang and Angel Huang, both of Alchema. That'll about have to do it for the show today. Taiwan Talk, of course, broadcasts every Monday, most every Monday, not this week, but most Mondays, on ICRT FM 100 at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., right after the top of the hour newscast. I will be back next week with another Taiwan Talk interview from and about Taiwan. But that is it for today. So signing off from the ICRT studio, I am Keith Manconi. Thanks for listening. See you next time.